All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. I just had to ring that bell, huh? I appreciate everybody being out here this morning, and I'm going to start by telling you what's really great about living in Lake Charles. Aside from this beautiful facility that we're enjoying right now, the Promenade Park, what's also great about Lake Charles is the city is big enough, but yet small enough to have a ceremony like this to induct a new streetcar as part of our transit system. If we were in New York, they probably would be having a big ceremony like this, but this is not New York, it's Lake Charles, where people are friendly and people like to share good news with everybody, and so this is what this ceremony really also celebrates. It's what's really good and great about living in a community like the city of Lake Charles. This new trolley is an addition to our fleet of buses. You've seen the new buses that we added a couple weeks ago. I hope y'all like them. They're out there and they're moving around and they sure look nice. They got the McNeese colors. And this doesn't have the McNeese colors, but it also is going to be part of that fleet. Now here's what we're going to do with the trolley. In order that everybody who uses the transit system can appreciate it and enjoy it, we're going to rotate the trolley on each route on a separate day. So it'll rotate around the city. So it'll be in use every day, be rotating on the different routes. And if we can get some additional money through the FTA, the Federal Transit Administration, we hope to be able to get some more buses. This particular bus was funded almost 100% with the federal transit money that we received. Got a special grant to do that. And we're looking for additional funding for some additional trolleys. What we're thinking about doing is perhaps making a purchase of a smaller trolley. It'd be a little bit more navigable and can move a little bit easier, maneuverable I should say, around the community. They'd be smaller in terms of passenger size, but they would still have that same look. In fact, some people think the smaller trolleys actually have a little bit more of that trolley feel. Regardless of whether we get one like this or we get a smaller one, it would certainly add to what we're trying to do. What we wanted you to realize here is that this trolley, aside from the fact that it's part of our transit system, aside from the fact that transit is important to our community, this trolley also represents a new option that we're going to have with respect to the use of our transit department. I think there'll be probably different organizations and people that will be interested in taking advantage of utilizing this for transportation for different functions and different things, and we do have policies and procedures that will allow you to do that under certain circumstances. So this is a great day for the community, and I want to again thank the Transit Department, thank Renee Costanza here with me, who have really worked hard to help manage our department and keep it going. And they've really been responsible for a lot of the improvements that you see, the way in which the routes have been color-coded. You see the improvements with the signs along the route that mark the bus stops. Seems that the new stops that we have, the shelters that we have, all of that is part of a management plan and part of an effort to upgrade the system that we have here in the community. So it's something I think that's going to be more and more important to more and more people as time goes by, because that gas is starting to inch up again. Those gas prices are starting to inch up again. And the one thing we don't want people to say, if we get to a point where gas goes over $3.50 a gallon or whatever it was a couple years ago, we don't want people to say, well, what are you going to do? This is what we're doing. We're planning now. We're starting now. We're upgrading our system now so that as time goes by, we'll be able to provide those services to people as they need those services.
I just want to remind people that this is the reintroduction of trolley service in Lake Charles. We had it 85 years ago. It's back in vogue now.
That's exactly right. And the mayor and I were talking this morning, and we were discussing the fact that this trolley actually bridges our past to the future, because we had rail cars and now we're bringing a trolley in on wheels. So that's why we're just coming along with cherishing our past and embracing the future. Thanks again for coming out. Make sure you get on and look at all the amenities and maybe take a ride.